Last week I sent my capes for my custom prime figure off to a friend of mine who does vinyl signs, shirts, and other types of vinyl graphics. And I recreated the prime's logo in a vector format. And he's pressed them onto the capes, and they look phenomenal. And they're on the way back here. And while I had some downtime, I was thinking I got the standard neutral face for prime. I made a smiling head, and I decided to do an angry head. I resculpted the Toy Biz Omega Red face to get rid of the bands on the side. Made a casting of that head, and took one of the castings of my prime, the oversized Hyperion heads, and I spliced the two together. And I need to clean up underneath. I haven't decided if I want to make a mold of this one yet. I may do so I can have it when I do other versions, the other forms of prime. I can have a angry face that matches up with my Premier form prime. But I was going to do a little quick cleanup. You can see the epoxy in the back. Just going to grind this out. Okay. Let's go ahead. Check out. It's nicely cleaned up, dished out. I had a little bit of a chip out right here. I can fix with some epoxy. That's the seam of my two-part mold I made. Didn't fill in good. I'm still pretty well a beginner when it comes to making molds. So I'm still learning. You take a drill bit, start drilling out the neck socket, and got an extra torso here. I'm going to fit it to this one and see. Check it out. Switch over to my trusty bell bit, and I need to find a replacement for this one in case this ever breaks. A lot of times when you're using these, this glue that holds these onto these shafts get hot and it'll just pop off, and I'd hate to do that because this one's perfect for sizing ball joints of Marvel Legends, and I have no idea what Dremel tool I got this with, what size it is. So I need to do a little bit of hunting before I lose this one. But I didn't just jinx myself right then. Okay. Not quite. There we go. Not too shabby. I like it. Turned out pretty decent. Well, it's getting washed out a bit with the white and the lights on the camera, so with some paint to look good. A little bit of, I want to install some O-rings on the bottom. Dish it out, put a couple O-rings, and do a little bit of cleanup, and this one's done. It'll be ready for some paint. Grab a couple of O-rings. These are the O-rings I'm talking about. This is, I got these from Amazon. I have a lifetime supply, and I've given a bunch of these to a couple friends. And I still have a ton left. It's cheaper to buy this big bag than to buy like 10. So, I don't mind to have extras. What I'm doing here, I'm cutting a dish out around the opening for the ball socket to countersink the O-rings into. So these will go in, y'all. And I just have to glue those in. Let's go ahead to glue the O-rings in place. Put some glue around the ridge. So put a little bit of glue around the edges, let it soak around the O-ring. Drop in the extra. You can get by with just using one, but as you've seen, I have plenty of the spare, so I don't mind to double stack the O-rings. Here's a little tip for you too. If you don't have it, if you don't want to use, if you don't happen to have any epoxy and you have a hole to fill, or like me, I just don't feel like getting the epoxy out and mixing it. Put a little bit of glue here. And a little bit of baking soda. It makes a filler. There we go, that low spot is gone. You can let this sit, cure on its own, but I am going to give it a little extra glue on the seam where this was glued together. Epoxy it over. A little more glue around here. Where we just, I like to use Insta-Set. And the glue is dry. And one little spritz made the glue sit up instantly. And voila, one more style alternate head for Prime. And I promise I will be making other characters besides Prime. I just ended up making more than what I thought I was going to do. So I don't normally do customs except for myself. And I will be getting back to work on Blackheart. I need to ran out of styrene that I use to connect the tails. I get a styrene rod, the exact diameter inside here. and use that to mount the tail to the main body. The other one is mounted like this. I'm thinking about doing this one at more downward angle, so I'll trim off a little bit more of this material. But I need a styrene rod to mount these. And Hobby Lobby doesn't carry the diameter that I used to have. Their sizes don't go up to very big. Yep. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for this one. And next video about Prime, I should be getting the capes back. Should get them either tomorrow or Monday. And just have to then paint this head up, and he'll be done. And I'll see y'all next time.